Hi everyone, welcome back. I thought I would film a really quick haul and unboxing video for you all. If I ramble or don't really get to the point and have this weird smile on my face, it's because I'm slightly inebriated. I went to a couple of art openings tonight and the free wine was a pouring, and I am not one to say no to free wine. Anyway, to get on to the core of this video. So I got my connected and free oracle in the mail yesterday, and it is so beautiful. I saw this deck as reviewed by Ethany on her channel, and I saw the octopus card and I just had to have it, and so I ordered it last week, and it arrived this week on Monday, which was really fast. So she's an Australian producer, and it's an independently produced deck. So this is the connected and free Alchemist Oracle guidebook. So it comes with a beautiful, thick, well-made guidebook, and it has a beautiful message in the beginning in the foreword, which I'm not going to read because I believe others have on their channels. And the guidebook in total is 133 pages long. And the deck is produced by Lauren Aletta of Inner Hue. So she has a website, and that's where you can purchase the deck. So this is the top of the box, and it pulls away, and it has a beautiful little glyph there. And this is the bottom of the box, the back of the box. So I'm going to be keeping this for storage purposes because it is really handy and really beautifully done. Not super sturdy, but if you're careful with it, it should last you a long time. These cards, okay, these cards are amazing. The cardstock is to die for, honestly. The imagery, the way that these are produced, everybody else needs to take a page out of these people's book because holy crap, this cardstock is amazing. So that is the back of the cards, as you can see. It's that same little glyph there. I'm not really sure what exactly it's supposed to represent. I'll show you a few of the images from the deck, but I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil this deck for people who want to buy it, because it is a spectacular deck, and I think half the fun is finding out exactly what images really resonate with you when you first get a deck. So I'll just show you a couple. So this is the BU card, which is a flying fish, which is so cute. So it's mostly animal imagery and sort of line work with blocks of color, or vice versa, so sort of blocks of color and then with line work, like reversing what is the focus of each card. Usually it kind of has a similar style to the Wild Unknown Tarot, but I'm not really drawn to the Wild Unknown Tarot as much as I was drawn to purchase this deck, because the Wild Unknown Tarot does not have an octopus card. Okay guys, let's face it, that's why. So it includes a few chakra cards, which are quite interesting because I've never really worked with chakra energies before, so I found that really cool. So I'm just gonna get to some of my favorite cards already. I love this card. I could stare into this card forever. So she does mention a bit of shadow working, as well as, you know, some really positive, uplifting energies. So I normally don't do this with the deck, but as soon as I got it yesterday, I shuffled it and I pulled a card. Because that's kind of energy that this deck has. It's like radiant and abundant and really like uplifting. And not only that, it kind of like it vibrates on a higher frequency than a lot of decks that I own. Like I own quite a lot of dark decks, and this deck is just like, whoa, super punchy and like tunes you in with the universe and just makes you want to go out there and like connect and do your best with everything. So this was a card that I pulled yesterday, and I did a really wonderful guided meditation to open and cleanse and empower all my chakras. which was really new to me and really interesting. I'm not really sure if it was super effective, but I think it did have an effect on me, because today I was kind of like I really felt empowered, and I really felt ready to embrace like wild woman and wild energies. I really like this card as well, Conflict. It reminds me, I don't know if you guys know of that experiment that scientists did in the 70s where they gave spiders different psychotropic drugs like MDMA and cocaine and stuff, even though cocaine isn't really psychotropic, but anyway, and they saw what effect it had on the webs that they were making. This card and this weird disjointed web reminds me of that experiment. So yeah, look, I mean, this cardstock is the best cardstock that I have ever come across in any deck, ever. So you know what, I would recommend it just on cardstock alone, but the fact that the images are so beautiful and the meanings in the book are so well written, and she really embraces the intuitive crafts in a fun and different way as well, like a really fun, energetic way, and it's definitely the way that she kind of communicates that through this deck too. So well done, because that is really an achievement. A lot of the decks that I have, here is my favorite card. Oh, and there's one behind it too. That's why I got this deck. Yay! You know, she just embraces energies, obviously, and she's a natural healer, I think, and so these cards kind of are really worth getting if you are a healer, a witch, a shaman, anyone who's on that kind of path that really wants to unlock certain energies within themselves that they find it really hard to embrace otherwise. I think this oracle deck is really good for you, because she does encourage intuitive meanings, as I got a little lovely handwritten thank you note and also a handwritten sort of explanation as to why the guidebook and the cards aren't numbered. It's because she doesn't want to index on the cards so that you are first called to work with your intuitive meaning and not with, you know, the card meaning that's in the guidebook. So I think that's really lovely, and I know that some people may find it annoying, but I always work with my intuition, and I don't necessarily always like reading guidebooks. I did read that guidebook first and had a look at the cards, you know, just to familiarize myself, but I really do like working intuitively. So I'll just try and find one of the, here we go, another one of my absolute favorite cards from this deck. Mushrooms, feeling and form. And I just think that the artwork is so beautiful, and it really calls to your subconscious in a way that is sort of unique and energetic. So I would definitely highly recommend this deck. So I'm just going to place this back on my bedside altar because that's where it's living for now. And this is the card that I pulled today, which may explain what happens next. Dun dun dun! Sorry about that. Just kind of disappear on a whim. So I purchased this amazing tote bag today. If you don't know who that is, it's Edgar Allan Poe. It's all these tiny faces of Poe. Absolutely love this bag. It also has a handy pocket for your phone and stuff, which is really cool. So often I just throw everything in my bag and it just becomes like a black hole of like mess and chaos, and just like whenever I need to find something I always have to rummage until I find it. So I'm really thankful for extra pockets. Anyway, digging. Here it is. Okay, so I've been debating buying the Goddess Tarot for about 3 days now, ever since I had a dream about it, but I haven't bought it online yet, mainly because I'm saving for other things, and I don't know, I was so torn. I really wanted to get it because I dreamt about it, but then at the same point I'm like, did I dream about it because I watched a review, or did I dream about it because I really connect with it? And I do really want it. It is still highly on my wish list, but I didn't buy it. But I did satiate that sort of need to buy something when I went to the bookstore today. And wait for it. I picked up the Tarot of the She. And it's still in its little plasticky wrapping, and I haven't opened it yet, and I really want to, and I may do that right now. Should I do it right now? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, no, I can't. Okay. I don't know. I'll tell you my feelings about the Tarot of the She before I open it. So, I've seen this deck everywhere. It's been highly praised, and I did not like it. I didn't like the artwork. I was like, what the hell? Why is everybody raving about this deck? WTF, mate. Okay. But then I was in the store and I was looking at all the abundance of tarot decks, and I was like, I don't want to spend too much money on a tarot deck, but I really want a tarot deck because I've got so many oracle cards lately and I really want tarot to balance it out, and why didn't I just buy the Goddess Tarot online? And all these random thoughts are running through my head. Then I see they have one copy of the Tarot of the She, and I was like, ugh, wait. And I picked it up and I was like, ooh, okay. Alright then. There is some sort of really esoteric energy when you touch that deck. I haven't even touched it yet, but I touched the box and I was like, okay, alright. I think I can see why people really love you. So I picked it up and I held it in my hand and I carried it around the store with me as I was looking through books and stuff, and I was like, meh, 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 Doreen Virtue, meh, 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 how to, Tarot 101, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and I was holding onto this deck, and then I decided to quickly thumb through on my phone a review from Eclectic Tarot and all that sort of stuff, because I was kind of curious. I was like, I never really gave this deck the time of day. Don't really know why. I have massive, like, a huge crush on fairy energy, and I love working with it. Don't know why. And I love the myths associated with the Unseelie Court. That was always my favorite. And I was kind of holding this deck and I was looking through the images, and then I came across the card for Pan, and I was just like, yep, okay, we're done. Let's check out because I'm buying you. So I have had numerous dreams with the Horned God, or the Horned Man, the Green Man of the Wood, and Pan. And when I saw that card and how it was illustrated, like, that was one of the many ways that this sort of male god energy has manifested itself in my dreams. And I was just like, I just connected with that image, and I hadn't even looked at it in the deck, and I'd just seen it online straight away, and I was just like, yep, gonna buy you right now, if anything because of that card. And when I've sort of researched it a little bit more and how people describe the Tarot of the She being very otherworldly and very deep and very sort of sacred, I just really felt the pull to work with this deck, and those sort of wild, untapped, untamed energies is something that I'm really connecting with at the moment. I think it's in part why I really wanted the Goddess Tarot, because I really want to work with that sort of untapped wild woman, feminine goddess energy. But now I realize that I can actually do it through different means, and that part of that wild energy is actually quite masculine as well. So yeah, I feel like this deck has just resonated with me on a totally different level that I never expected it to have. So I kind of wanted to unbox it with you guys today, but I also kind of really just want to do it by myself. So I'm going to do it by myself, and then I'll show you guys maybe a flip through or something later on when I'm sober, and we'll figure it out that way. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!